mind, I wanna find the sunny side. But misery, yeah, I've seen this movie 100 times. I can't forget it, it's ever present, training perfection. In every lesson, I guess it's just a pain of reflection. Who would've known that tragedy was a life sentence? Painful memories tapping into my five senses. I feel the chills, I hear the sirens, I see the lights. I smell the smoke, I taste the sour, a bitter life. I hear my Uncle Chris saying that we can get.
Hey, shalom, everybody. How about some of y'all shout Brakatah to the brothers? Your house Shamal Athar by some of y'all outside to the sisters. Precinct Officer 1000 my yard, your man with the 100 hands. We out here with the Chicago Street Team. I got my main man, Precinct Officer 1000 Asha Iyer. We got Precinct Officer of 500 Ra'ash Karab on the camera. We're going to be out here today conducting street interviews, you know what I mean, with the people of this neighborhood. Hyde Park is one of the premier neighborhoods inside of Chicago. This used to be the most racially integrated neighborhood in the entire city. It's no longer that because of gentrification, but we finna go out here and get some opinions on what's going on in the news, what's going on in the world, and then of course we're gonna give you a proper perspective on it later. Hey, shalom. Important question. Do you think that the man should lead the relationship?
I feel like it should be 50-50.
50-50? Why is that?
Because you can lead, but I might know something and you can follow me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we following each other, leading each other, not following, we leading each other into a better relationship.
Okay. So even with a 50-50, the man can lead. That's not saying that you can't advise him or take instruction. Why do you feel that need to lead at any point?
I mean, as a man, you should always lead.
Right.
Be there for your family no matter what. And if you a man,
Mm-hmm.
you can lead. But if you want some BS with these girls and you just trying to, I'm stuck with 2 kids, so hey, think about it.
I got you.
I ain't got nobody leading, I'm leading them.
Okay.
You gotta follow me.
That's true. And the fact that we're celebrating Black History Month right now, do you think that the people that run over us, do you think they really care about Black history? Because there's no such thing as White History Month. Why do they give us the shortest day of the year to celebrate all of our so-called achievements in this country?
I hate the fact that some of them are still racist.
Mm-hmm.
You got a rap from the hospital?
Y'all think, oh, we gave them a month. Y'all didn't give us nothing.
So you need me to just
Right.
So y'all sitting up here still trying to think y'all good and bad. Like y'all still out here
grab it
hating
later.
us.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all phony kicking it, playing it off. Like, oh, but now you telling your coworker, hey man, woo woo woo. Like, nah, y'all didn't come up with nothing. Y'all
That's
gave
right.
us the shortest day, but it's okay.
40, yeah.
We still got us some
That's
money.
the one.
And we still gonna
I was
show
using 42.
what we did and where we came from.
Now, do you agree that actually because of all the contributions that we've done to this country, that every day is Black History?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
So we shouldn't have a month. They don't have a month. Why should we have a month?
True, because every day
Okay.
we out here in the
How
same
you-
world.
how
Like
you
I said,
feeling
some of
though?
y'all
You
sit
alright?
out here on the racist.
Mhm.
Oh, you can't come in here because of this.
Good, good.
Just like the incident
Sounds
happened
good.
years ago at
Sound
the
like you in good
Starbucks.
spirit.
Right. Right.
So
Good. All right. Then.
You feel it's a slap in the face for them to give us a month?
All right.
yeah,
Yeah,
because every day is our day.
that's right.
Every day.
Officer 1000 Asha Iyer of the ISUPK here with my main man Tank in the building, right? So you know what I'm saying, it is February right now, so it's well known as Black History Month, right? So I'm just gonna ask you a black man, right? So I'm gonna ask you a quick question on Black History Month. Why do you think Black History Month is in the shortest month of the whole calendar year? You know, it's only 28 days and 29 on a leap year, right? You know, why do you think we get the shortest month to so-called celebrate Black history here in America?
Probably because the fact that we even like have a day of our own is probably just cringe them in a certain way either way. So it's like, all right, let's just pick the least what month got the least days of the month and just give them that one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, real quick. Another thing just happened. I don't know if you saw the Grammys. You checked out the Grammys? I ain't really watched it, but I seen clips, right?
Reels, clips.
You heard about Jay-Z trying to he basically got mad because his girl Beyonce didn't
Right.
get an album of the year award.
Right.
So just to correlate that with Black History, right? Do you feel like when Black people get like a token from white people, do you think like it puts something else in us that we getting appreciation from our, you know, the oppressor rather than just having our own
What you mean?
awards? Okay, we want to get awards from like the Grammys and
Right.
you know, like Super Bowls and
Right.
things of that nature, like it's coming from the white man's setup, but we don't have our own like Grammys and things like that, and we fight so hard for that. Do you think us getting that award damages us on the inside? You know what I'm saying? And thinking that that's the greatest thing to get as a Black person.
I mean,
You get my question now?
no, I get what you're saying
Yeah.
for sure, but it's kind of hard because that's how we grew up on. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's what's all that was installed in us, like what's his name? Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he
he
was
got-
going
he got
crazy up there,
right.
but in the same breath, I'm like, this shit really don't mean nothing, man. We
Exactly.
knew you was cold before this.
Uh-huh.
Grammy don't solidify Killer Mike. We already knew who Killer Mike was.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. But in the same breath, like, is it the top of the top as that we know of? Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even like in their eyes of, white people, like,
Right.
that's what we see it as.
Right.
But
Okay. I get that. I get that. All right. My last question will be this. Right. Okay. So, Black history. Right. All we know about Black history that we learned in school or common, information that's in America is, slavery, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, things of that nature. Do you know about Black history before we were slaves here in America? Do you know about any of that Black history?
not really, for sure.
Hmm?
Not really. And to be all honesty, like, just like how our school system and everything is, like, we talk about that shit now. Like, it just, like, it was only so much that we was taught in school, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all what we was taught. So, like, even like I'm 28, you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning as I'm going. Like, damn, I never knew that. You know what I'm saying? I got a degree in college and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm still pushing, like, how the fuck I don't know this when I'm 28? You know what I'm saying? About my own people.
Right.
So, like, I can't really give too much information on it, but I'm still learning as I go. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. We got real Black history in this school, ISUPK. We teach that Blacks before we was here in America, before we was called African American or a Black man or things of these nations, Afro American, we was Israelites.
Right.
You consider a Black man or African American, right?
Yeah.
You actually Judite in the Bible. It's 12 tribes that encompasses Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans biblically before we learned that we was just Americans. You know what I'm saying? So before America, we was Israelites, and we still Israelites today. We just don't have that common knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So just to let you know who we was before then and who we still is now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you a flyer and everything. I'm gonna get you right.
1,000 my yard, you know what I mean, ISUPK street team, and we're conducting interviews with our people, you know what I'm saying? I got the brother, what's your name, brother?
Gregory.
Got the brother Gregory here, and Greg, if you don't mind, I want to get your opinions on a couple things. With them saying that America is the land of the free and the home of the brave, why do you think it is that they're not welcoming the migrants into this country with open arms like they do everyone else?
Honestly, we're just a country of fear mongering. So really, is they find a way to stir it up to suit their political gains. But I'm not even sure what it could be. I kind of tune out of the media, and I'm not seeing what sides are saying what about the issue. I just know what people are saying, and from the ground level, we're hating those people when it's like they need somewhere to be. Like if we were in that situation, we would do the same thing. You try to come and get a better opportunity, but meanwhile, they're getting opportunities that people believe that should have gone to the people of this nation. So on the ground level, it's creating friction between them and us when it should be us against them. Because why we send money everywhere else? Why can't we send money to help fix their situation to begin with?
That's right. That's right. Heavy answer, brother. That's an excellent answer. Are you familiar with the Travis Kelce situation?
Slightly. Like I said, I tune out of a lot of the media, so
Okay.
I see it going on, and I see the algorithms trying to get it to me, but I just scroll right on by.
So with that, Travis Kelce went and got a fade. Black people will be getting fades for years. We the ones that made it popular. You know what I mean? What do you think about the fact of them calling it now the Travis Kelce haircut?
It's good to stir up outrage about things because in this day and age, you stir up outrage, it's gonna produce a whole side of supporters because somebody just wants to fight somebody about it. So it's a really smart business move on their end to really promote that image.
Good. And are you familiar with the Suki Hana?
I'm slightly familiar with her.
All right, did you see her latest interview?
No.
Okay.
I've heard about it.
All right. Well, from what you've heard about Suki Hana, she got interviewed on a podcast. The young white girl called her a musician, and she confused that with being a magician. So, from what you've heard about it, what is your opinion? Do you think that Suki Hana is a proper role model?
No.
For our daughters?
But they've pushed this to where the ones they make popular are the bad role models. So there's probably thousands, if not millions, of wonderful role models for our young girls. But the ones that have the darker skin, they promote the ones that promote degeneracy. So no, I don't think anybody in that whole character is a good role model when there's so many that do exist that don't promote sexual degeneracy.
Good one.
So.
And also, last, and I'm gonna let you go. The fact that we're celebrating Black History Month right now, all over the country, right?
For these 29 days.
For these 29 days, right? This is a twofold question. One, why are we celebrating Black History Month when they don't have a White History Month?
In this country, I feel like it was their attempt to be like, hey, don't think about any payback or anything. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you a few holidays. That's why they've been pushing to June 19th. I think it was just like give a dog a bone. The bone's going to be gone soon, but the dog is happy in that moment.
Damn right. And do you feel that that's America's way to try to say they care about us? You know what I mean? Or should we just, because every day technically it should be Black History. Do you feel that we should just abandon the whole Black History Month and celebrate ourselves on a daily basis?
That's a multifaceted answer for me because one thing about Black history that I get frustrated with is it's only Black American history for the past 400 years.
Right.
Talk about Black Americans where they were 2,000, 1,000 years ago, 3,000, just like everyone else gets that grand scope of timeline. We should as well because it exists and is well documented, but not from their sources often. So Black History Month for Black Americans, like I said, it's a placeholder till we get something nice. So I'll let people have it. But my personal opinion is there should be more. But I feel like that's also the burden that lies on Black people is, we need to stop holding on to what happened all that time ago, start building now so that we don't need their Black History Month just given to us to placate us. We should be having Black History Month within our spirit, within our everything, so that it's not just, oh, you guys, your month is coming up and now Juneteenth is coming up and the next viral video that shows Black people in a cool way is coming up. We need that within our spirit so that every moment we go forward, we exude Black excellence rather than any short bursts to where the media can get a hold of it and turn it into a fiasco.
And last question, do you think the man should be the head and the lead in relationships?
It's not what I think, it's what the Bible thinks. It's what many cultures and civilizations say should be. So it's not about what I think, it's what I'm following.
Okay. All right, hey, thank you very much, brother. Yo.
No problem.
Shalom, precinct officer of 1000, Asha Iyer. I'm here with, what's your name?
Miss Price.
Miss Price. Just gonna ask a few questions.
Okay.
Right? So with you being a, Black woman, correct?
Yes.
So I want to ask you a couple questions about what's going on with young Black women today.
Okay.
Right. It's a rapper by the name of Sukiana. Right. I'm not sure if you heard of her.
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna give you a little backdrop. Right. And it's another rapper by the name of Sexy Red. So the one Sukiana, she just came out with this interview that's pretty popular right now, and she got the word magician mixed with musician, right? And it's basically being perceived like Black women are like
stupid,
basically, and it is shining a light, negative light on. It's just her in it, but it makes it look like all Black women are delusional and stuff like that, and particularly young women.
So she got magician and musician confused.
Right.
Okay.
So, real quick, I just want to ask you a question. How do you feel about the perspective on young Black women today, right now?
Well, I think that there's a lot of sexual exploitation of young black women today.
Yeah.
I have a granddaughter. She's 18 years old. And I mean, even though I think she's a good girl, I can see how she's been influenced by a lot of the rappers, especially the female rappers. I don't know a lot of them, but I do know some. I do listen to some of their music.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
So
So thank you for
and I
that.
see it in the young students because I'm a teacher,
Mm.
and I see it in the young students, the little girls when they come. They act like grown women. They act
Right.
like they take a lot of they take a lot of influence from their older siblings or their aunts and all these women, and the children come in acting like grown women.
Right.
So that's that's negatively impacting our youth mostly.
Right. Okay. So now a follow-up question to that is, how do you think young black women, all black women, got in this predicament where, you know, they not being looked at as respectable, and they basically using their body as a tool to be successful? How do you think
That happened?
that
I
transpired?
think that it happened because they don't love themselves. They don't like what they see in the mirror. They're looking at the image of the young white women, because that's what we see more of that than we do of our own.
What do you mean by that? They looking at the image of white women. What do you
Talking
mean?
about like the Kendalls and the Kim Kardashians, Kylie Kardashians. Those women are set up as a beauty status for young women, and that's who they. One of the little girls, I had a little girl yesterday. She's a first grader, and she had a picture of Kylie, and it was a cutout, doll.
Mhm.
But why did she have a picture of Sanaa Lathan or
Right.
some?
A respectable black
She had
woman.
Kylie Jenner.
Right.
I mean Kylie
Yeah, I know what you're
Jenner.
talking about.
So that I was like, wow, that happened just Thursday. I saw
First
this.
grader, huh?
First grade.
That's wild.
So
Okay.
they are looking at those white women
Mhm.
as the vision of beauty
Mhm.
to them, not
Yeah.
any black women,
Right.
just white women.
And that goes back into brainwashing from a long time ago.
Right.
All right, so now with those two questions, you answering well. So I wanna ask you this: what do you think is the solution for black women to get on the right path, and what do you think is needed in the minds of young black women today?
Well, we need a lot of help from the black men to reassure the black women that they're beautiful. So it's going to take a community effort among the old schoolers, the old schoolers like myself, veterans, and the young people to come together and discuss what is beauty.
Right.
Because I think that the young black women, they have a misconception. They all want that long hair. You see all these wigs they're wearing. They don't even really want to go. They don't really want to lock their hair. My granddaughter don't want to lock her hair, but they just see a distorted view of beauty, I think, and they all want to have hair like white women instead of embracing their own true naturalness, which is a beauty in itself.
All right. Thank you for your time. Good interview.
Shalom Israel, it's ISPK Chicago. You understand, we out here on the streets, downtown Hyde Park, and we come out here every week, Lord allow. You wanna know why? Because the white man, he likes to make sure that we die on the streets. He put us on the streets, homeless, suffering and dying. So guess what the UPK is gonna do under Command Your Honor? We're gonna come out and save the people on the streets. That's why under Captain Mall Quad, we have an ISPK Chicago street team to come out and save the lives on the streets because the white man wants to let their dead bodies lie on. You understand? So that's all I gotta say to y'all. I'm out.
I'm saying really this killer just ain't the way to move. I hear the voice of my teachers telling me stay in tune. I feel I hated Cook County more than I hated school. The hospital with jail couldn't stomach the smell. I'm feeling change, real niggas the ones who could tell. Gave steam on all the work if you wanted.